Hello. Now, this introduction may sound wildly familiar to something you've seen in the past, but we're doing it better this time. Over the next few weeks, you will embark on a journey, the journey, of the 2019 Hillsborough Raiders football team. We really hope that you enjoy what we have to offer. Thank you. Welcome to Hillsborough. We are a mid-sized suburb in central New Jersey, and we take football very seriously. That's about all you'll need to know for an introduction. This is Ring Sea2on. Hillsborough football is a program known for its ups and downs. Starting in 1969 under Joe Polino, we got off to a hot start by reaching the mountaintop in 1973, 4 years after fielding our first football team. Polino would bring home another championship in 1980, further solidifying Borough's spot as a top-tier contender in the state from its inception. But the Raiders would then endure a 20-year title drought until Rick Mance and a young first-year offensive line coach named Donald Adams would bring home a ring once more in 2000. For the class of 2020, this is where it all started, and this is who it all started with.
Nothing gives me more pride than seeing these guys that I knew that were flag football players and now have blossomed into young men ready to take on the world.
Currently, the Raiders are under the command of this man.
The totality of coaching at Hillsborough, all the things that go into it, make it a place that I really like. I like the guys that we have. We traditionally have high character guys. We have a lot of guys. We have a lot of guys that are good players. We have great community and school support. Our home games are better than most everybody else's home games to go to, and that's a major part of the experience of playing high school football. We have awesome boosters. We have a lot of great elements of a program, having great kids and great players and good students and the community behind us. So those are all things that I really like about Hillsborough.
Now, it is time to talk to some of the Hillsborough football players about their upcoming season.
My expectations are that we are going to go to the state championship. We have a great younger staff, and we're going to come up and show everybody that we're at the ring.
I believe we can definitely go further than we did last year. I feel like everyone is more dedicated this year, and we have a couple returning players that did a lot last year.
I think big things will come. I hope it ends up turning into a chip, and I know if we all work together, anything can happen.
All in all, I think that it's going to be a good season. Chemistry is a lot better than it was last year, and the team's coming together pretty nicely so far.
One of Hillsborough's most popular players is a man known by the name of Frank the Tank Wasserman.
All right, so it started first game in Colonia. Wasn't expecting much, didn't know what I was going into because it was my first game. Did very well, had a game-winning kick, and it really just boosted my confidence ever since then. If I knew I could kick that, I could probably kick anything, really. I had a lot of PATs this season, which it kind of calmed me down because there wasn't as much pressure as a field goal, but just knowing that I was able to kick that kick in Colonia, my first game, which really, it's very hard to do. I knew that it could boost my confidence, and I made it perfect throughout the season.
But all of this talk would mean nothing if it weren't for the months of hard work the Raiders put in the offseason.
This offseason, I've been hitting the weight room. I had a minor setback with breaking my wrist, but ever since then, I've been hitting the weight room, conditioning with John, and really hoping it pays off this season.
Working our butts off, blood, sweat, and tears put on that field, and hopefully the outcome is, well put out.
It is widely known that any worthwhile team has a diehard fan base supporting them all the way.
I think my favorite part of going to Hillsborough football games is just the atmosphere. You know, you got the entire squad out there getting really hype. Everyone's out there having fun, powder. Just the spirit of the game is insane. And watching the football team makes it even better.
The most exciting part about Friday nights, it's definitely just the vibe. Hillsborough has probably the best student section in New Jersey.
We do.
We go all over. The fact that we can go to other people's towns and show up with more kids that they can put in their home stadium, that's always been the best part for me. That's always been the most electric part of the night.
Football in this town is kind of crazy. People will go out in rain, sleet, or snow to go watch a bunch of dudes play football outside. It is definitely the one sport in this town that brings everyone together, and it creates a family atmosphere and a camaraderie in our town unlike no other. And I don't care what other sport we're talking about. Football is Hillsborough.
At Hillsborough, our championships are not only limited to high school football, as we boast 3 Super Bowl champion alumni in Sean O'Hara, Sean Mayer, and Ricky Prohl. Also, we boast a multitude of Division I players such as Jackson Parham, Tyler Boatwright, and Justin Brown.
Both of them were tremendous athletes, and they did a lot for our program. But it's certainly big shoes to fill. But I take pride in my work ethic, and I make sure that I work hard every day.
Filling those shoes and the shoes of all the players that have come before us will be a tall task, but an attainable one. As the time for training camp approaches, the pads get strapped up, the helmets get put on, and we go to work. This is Ring Season. See you in 2020.
What's your name?
Tim.
How old are you?
17.
What's your brother's name?
Courtney.
What's your favorite body part?
Biceps.
What's your favorite exercise?
Bench.
What's your second favorite exercise?
Curls. For the girls.
How many words do you usually have in a sentence?
Max 3.
Do you shave often?
No. Let it grow out like a man.
Do you like sunglasses?
Yes.
Wait for it. Hold up. What is that a sweat stain? Oh, that's disgusting.